Well, hi. Today is Thursday, June 5th, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. It is a Thursday, and that means a couple of things. One, I have my Council Bluffs Business Connection meeting this morning, and also the farmers market later on today. Now, I'm not going to be at today's farmers market, and I've got some traveling that I'm going to be getting in. However, last Thursday, I had an opportunity to sit down and talk with Kendra Soechtig. Kendra Soechtig. There we go. Sorry about that, Kendra. Your name is not easy to pronounce, but Kendra is with ADP, and she is also the newly elected president of the Council Bluffs Business Connection. And we're going to talk to her about that. We're going to talk to her about what ADP does, and also what it means to have access to such a wonderful event like the Farmers Market in Council Bluffs every Thursday. So all of that is coming up very, very shortly. In the meantime, navigating the healthcare system can be challenging, frustrating, and time-consuming for you and your family. That's where My Nurse Healthcare in Council Bluffs steps in. Nurse advocates provide one-on-one guidance and support every step of the way. With a dedicated nurse by your side, you'll get the right care from the right provider at the right time. Visit mynursehealthcare.com and let them take the stress out of healthcare. GT Motors on Broadway in Council Bluffs has an ever-changing inventory to help get you in a quality used vehicle. They have trucks, large and small SUVs, passenger cars, sports cars. You know, they have motorcycles there on the lot. GT Motors can help. Check out their inventory at gtmotorscb.com. But better than that, stop on the lot on 21st and Broadway, because a lot of times it might be a day or two after a car is on the lot before it makes its way to the website, and you may have missed out on your chance. So stop out at the lot. They even provide on-site financing. GT Motors, 21st and Broadway in Council Bluffs. Just Sue Creative can help you build your business with website design, search engine optimization, content creation, and marketing. Everything you need to take your company to the next level. Sue Pitts has a passion for small businesses, helping them thrive in a digital world. And a great starting point is visiting her website, justsuecreative.com. Schedule a free consultation. You know how you do it? You click on the free consultation button. It's just that easy. And she helped me with my website, lushillsmedia.com, and she can help you with yours as well. That is Just Sue Creative. Recording today from Bayless Park, and if you look off into the distance, you might see a few awnings. Those are for the farmers market, because as we're recording this, it is a Thursday afternoon. And by the way, this is Kendra Soechtig. She is our brand new president at the Council Bluffs Business Connection. And as I said, as we're recording this, you just won an election today, so congratulations. Way to go on beating that crazy Wildcat Travis Waldstein, and we're thrilled.
Yeah, it's fresh, right?
Yeah,
it's new, we're excited. I was the vice president last year, so I kind of know what I'm getting myself into, but I'm excited to see the growth that we can have, and hopefully more members that will want to join and come visit and have a cup of coffee with us on Thursdays.
Yeah, you joined about 3 years ago, right? And talk about what this group is, because I've been in it a couple of different times. One of the previous business, another one that looks pretty much the same now. And I have found that this group it's more than just a referral group.
Oh,
and it always has been. And it just seems that anytime somebody new comes in, they just fit right in. It always seems to work out.
But I think that's Council Bluffs too, right? I think once you're part of the community, you're ingrained in it, right?
That's fair. That's a fair statement, yeah.
Well, it's a networking group, right? But what makes it special is that it's industry specific, meaning you can only have one person per industry, which I think is unique. I've been a part of a couple other networking groups, but what's different is the relationships that you build, right? And I don't know if it's just because we're all in Council Bluffs doing business in Council Bluffs, or if it's just the people, but I know that's why I stick around.
I've talked about it many times on this show and in other places too, that Council Bluffs is a very welcoming place if you want to be here.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to come in and dip your toe in the water and take some money and run back across the river or wherever you're going, people have a knack of sniffing that out.
Yeah.
And they're going to show you the door. But if you want to be here, because as an example, as part of our group, we have Alan Zacharias with FAC Print and Promo. They're out of Bellevue.
Yeah.
But he fits very well into a group in Council Bluffs because he cares about what's going on in this community just as much as he cares about other communities. And that's why I think he has been welcomed the way that he has been.
Well, and he's always at an event, and it's always nice. Like, I find comfort seeing Alan at an event. I know we're going to have a good time.
That's true too. Yeah, Alan is, and he's just one of the folks. We've got other people that are from other places that are part of the group. But yeah, it's, as you said, it's a testament to the community in which we live. I'm a firm believer that we live in the biggest small town in Iowa.
Yeah,
And
everybody knows everybody, or knows somebody who knows somebody.
that's
right?
true, and especially the business community. That is a small town. You're at a lot of chamber events.
Yeah.
You see the same people there all the time.
The same people all the time, and when there is a new face, I think everybody's excited and welcoming to them, right? Because we want to grow this. We want more exposure. We want more companies to come here, right?
Yeah. Well, you and I first met each other a couple of years ago. You came in on Blake Hunter's podcast,
Yeah.
Hunting Home, and you had kind of a unique story. But correct me if I get this wrong, but you and your husband, Jeremy, bought a house with never having stepped foot inside of it.
Yep, through FaceTime. And I think if you tell that story, people think we're crazy, but Blake and I have known each other since high school, so I have a lot of trust in him. He's a friend that I would lean on, and I know he wouldn't let me buy the wrong one because he'd probably hear about it, right?
Right.
And so he even pointed out things that I didn't even catch during the walkthrough, like how our walls are curved, or our driveway is pretty slanted. And he got down on the ground and showed me the slanting of our driveway, and I was like, thank you,
Yeah.
Kind of goes above and beyond for us.
Yeah,
and
I
for his
remember
clients.
when he was telling that story, and I'm thinking, you were laying down on the, but he did what he had to do in order to be able to get the angle right, so you could truly
Yeah.
see what it was. Wasn't an issue for you that with the slanted
It was
driveway?
funny when we did pull up. I was like, "Oh, I'm really glad he pointed that out."
Right.
Yeah, because it probably would have been if he wouldn't have said something.
Well,
It's pretty steep.
Well, it is wintertime,
Yeah.
we do have winters here, and when a lot of snow, I
Yeah.
could see. I had a sloped driveway, but it was short. It wasn't very long, and if we got significant snow or some, God forbid, ice,
Yeah,
then I had a truck at the time that actually slid down the driveway.
yeah. Well, it can be scary. I really like to ride my bike. I did RAGBRAI a couple of years ago, and my bike rack that goes on my car, it won't go up the driveway. It'll skid all the way off. So I have to unload the
Right.
rack and the bike before I actually get in the driveway. So
You actually did RAGBRAI.
yeah.
Are you planning on doing it again? I know they're going north this
I
year.
think I will. Right now, our family is just really young. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, and it's harder to get away now that they're busier. It was easier when they were 1 and 3.
Yeah. So you also mentioned today during our meeting that you like to camp.
Love to camp. Yeah.
Do you have your favorite spots around here?
So we have a permanent spot up at Woodland Campground in Little Sioux. So
Okay.
it's pretty unique. So me and my husband, we own 3 lots. Then my parents own 2 on the other side, and then my brother owns 5 on the other side. So we have 10 lots between the 3 of our
Wow.
families, and it's just every weekend we go up there, we get to spend time together. It's a time where we can put the technology away, put the work away,
Oh, yeah.
and
That's-
just be present with the kids.
How
right?
important is that and keeping in mind that you're talking to someone who makes a living online,
Yeah.
but at the same time, getting disconnected from that.
Yeah.
And I know that last Saturday when I did the county park tour, that I needed that.
Yeah. It's
And-
something about grounding yourself, right? Just
Yeah.
being out in nature. Even tonight, like just being outside, right? It's just relaxing. It grounds you. It brings you back to kind of why we're all here, right?
Right, exactly. Well, let's talk a little bit about what you do.
Yeah.
Because there's a reason why you were part of a group called the Council Bluffs Business Connection. So,
Yeah.
what's your career?
So I work for ADP. They're a payroll company. We're known for payroll. We pay 1 in 5 Americans. We also pay 1 in 4 in Nebraska. And so that's really what we're known for. But I work for a boutique division called Total Source. That's really the engine behind small businesses. So that's where I help with the payroll, give them a whole team of dedicated HR experts, and then give them access to our private exchange for healthcare and work comp insurance. So it's really a one-stop shop for all things that a small business would need, and it's all through one vendor.
So this is an opportunity for someone to get these kind of services without having to bring them in-house,
Yeah.
which in the end is probably cost effective.
Yeah, most of the time it is. Not only are you leveraging, the costs on the healthcare and the work comp, but just to be able to have somebody that's SHRM certified, somebody that can come in, coach your employees, train them, work on an exit strategy maybe, some performance management. It's nice to be able to outsource that without having to find a candidate. Here locally, we have over 758 openings for an HR director. We only have 38 people that would fit that role.
Really?
So even if you were able to afford it, it's going to be really hard to find that talent, let alone a culture fit, right? So especially now, times of economic uncertainty, we've seen a lot of businesses raising their hand and saying, what is this all about, right? They need to do more with less headcount.
We hear all the time about how the blue collar world is struggling with staffing.
Yeah.
I never thought about that this actually carries over into other areas of business too.
Yeah, I would say one of our best industries are nonprofits, right? Because every dollar needs to go towards their mission. And with this, it's a cost containment model, and that's how we're able to do that, help them grow faster and give back.
You're a Council Bluffs native, right?
Born and raised here, yeah.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
You left for a little while.
I moved to Florida, found the beach, love the beach. Anytime I can, I'm sneaking away to get back there. But yeah, there's something about Council Bluffs being home.
Yeah, there's that old, cliche question about, which are you, beach or mountains?
Yeah.
And my answer to that is, why am I forced to choose?
Can I have both?
Yeah.
Right? I want all the options.
Exactly. Although I would say that if I'm going to live someplace, it would be mountains. But there's a piece that you can get at the beach and listening to the ocean come in that you don't get other places.
Yeah. Puts me to sleep.
And you also don't get it sitting next to Lake Manawa.
No.
Unless there's a really, really heavy wind and you can get the waves big enough.
Yeah.
So what you brought your family down to the farmers market tonight?
They're around here somewhere.
Just taking in everything that's going on?
My son Jackson found some stuffed animals, and my daughter has her eye on the snow cones, so I'm sure we'll be getting a lot of things before we leave today.
Oh yeah, if she found the snow cones, that's going to be a definite. There's a place that I don't remember what they call it. It's the corn that's got the stuff on it. It's over at the Del Rio stand, but that's
sounds
really
good.
You see people walking around with those all the time. There's a tremendous amount of wonderful vendors here. We're already seeing a lot of fresh vegetables out this year already, which is very cool and inspiring to me because these guys are obviously at the top of their game. And one gentleman over there with tomatoes and you wonder, how can he have tomatoes this time of year? Well, I asked him that, and he told me the story that he actually starts his tomatoes in January inside of his calving barn.
I mean, talk about a passion to be able to do that.
And he's here every week with a bunch of tomatoes, and people rave about them. So
we'll have to try some.
Oh, I will.
We're going to have burgers on the grill this weekend, so fresh tomato, it sounds great.
There you go. All right. Well, Kendra Soechtig, thank you so much for your time coming over, and I'm going to let you get back to your family. But in the meantime, enjoy the farmers market, and congratulations. And to be honest with you, at the risk of sounding like I'm kissing up here, congratulations to us too. I think you were the right choice.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Excited to see what we can do together.
We've been telling you about it, that Pupper Slam 2 is coming to S&B Country Kennel this Saturday, and you want to get your tickets. You should be following S&B Country Kennel on social media anyway, because great videos. And we're going to get Joe up to the farmer's market very, very soon and bring one or two of his dogs with him so we can show you in real world just what it is that he does, what a great trainer he is, and what a wonderful facility that he has there at S&B Country Kennel. They do boarding, they do daycare, grooming, self-washing, and training, even a membership available to a dog park over an acre in size. S&B Country Kennel is located just west of I-29 on Bunkie Avenue, south of Council Bluffs. AIM Institute brings you Southwest Iowa Free Technical Training, or SWIFT, providing accelerated training for Iowans interested in a career in technology. The program is fully funded by the Charles E. Lakin Foundation, and that means participants can register at no cost to themselves. Trainings are facilitated by AIM Institute instructors and taught both online and in person. Visit aiminstitute.org to learn more. And coming up very, very soon will be another restaurant review with Bryce Taylor from GLI Insurance Group, a locally and family-owned independent insurance group, helping people find the best possible plan for them for over a decade. Bryce has an office just up the road in Council Bluffs, from Council Bluffs in Crescent. He's also the founder of the Facebook group Council Bluffs Food Lovers. I'm excited to get out and bring more restaurant reviews, and that's coming up very, very soon here on Morning Coffee. Thanks again to Kendra Soechtig. See, Kendra, I can get your name out right. and for joining me on today's program. We're excited that she is the new president of the Council Bluffs Business Connection. And by the way, if you have a business and would like to come visit our group, I can make that happen. Send me an email, toddstuder@gmail.com. And after that, if you feel that this would be a good fit for your business, then Kendra will be your contact to move ahead and put in an application for membership. So all of that is available to you. And it's a wonderful, wonderful group, maybe the best referral group I've been a part of. So again, thanks, Kendra, for being a part of it. And congratulations on winning that election as our new president. That wraps up today. Don't forget the farmers market underway at 4:30 this afternoon. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.